Good morning. Thank you for giving the opportunity to present my paper here. This is a paper from ongoing project already, so there is a lot of things that will not be disclosed in the presentation. So yeah, so this is about the exploring the potential of geothermal district heating areas by using the GIS and multi-criteria analysis integration of these two tools for Ireland. And I am presenting this work with my colleague Dr. Patrick Leon and Aoife Braden. Aoife Braden is from the Geological Survey of Ireland, which I am collaborating with my work. So so this is overview of my work. This is an introduction, review of successful models, business models we have, because this is the first kind of work I am going to work with this geothermal energy. So this is the first work and there is not much studies available in Ireland. So this is the first study. We have just started with collaboration with the Geological Survey of Ireland. So we have did a lot of literature surveys, literature reviews, and different base case studies. And then I will go to the methodology what I am using in this development, and some results and some concluding remarks. So motivation of this research is basically the decarbonizing the heating sector in Ireland according to the target set by the Climate Action Plan in 2024. Because geothermal is a very reliable source, there is no intermittency in this renewable energy resource, so it can be used for mainly for the heating about the district heating systems. So basically in this project we are going to develop 10 district heating areas, priority areas, where we can develop the district heating energy systems at the local scale. And this heating system will be developed at the depth of more than 500 meters because of the temperature requirements for the district heating areas. So some of the work is mapped temperature and all kind of work has been already done by the Geological Survey of Ireland. And this study is basically the identified the location according to the environmental impact assessment methods. And then we can find the different places or different locations that we can develop there, and we suggest some to the government of Ireland. So the literature, in the literature, this is some account that is present situation in Ireland. And the Climate Action Plan 2024 targeted for 51% GHG emission in 2030. And we see that 38% of total CO2 emission comes only from the heating sector. So our aim is to decarbonize the heating sector in Ireland. Only residential and industrial sector combined give around 82% of the heating requirements, and that mainly comes from the gas and oil. So to achieve this goal, we have to exploit the potential, different renewable energy potentials to minimize these emissions. And renewable energy at the moment is only 6.8% in the heating sector in Ireland, and this is the minimum. If you see the European scale, it is about 22%. So this is very a small amount of renewable energy that will be used for the heating sector in Ireland. So government has set a target of district heating applications to be used until 2030. It is 2.7 terawatt hours, and we think that geothermal will be a key player in the district heating developments in Ireland. So I did a lot of literature review. I just, because this is the first work in Ireland, so we just go for several case studies at the global level, at the European level, and then see that what is the situation in Ireland. So we did a lot of work. Just like if you go to the global level, there are a lot of potential available in the electricity production from the geothermal, and also heating production from the geothermal. It's about 200 gigawatt can be produced from the geothermal, like this is electricity production, and 5,000 gigawatt potential is available from geothermal for the heating sector. Similarly, if we consider until now, it is 110 gigawatt thermal means heating has been already installed from the geothermal worldwide. There are many projects just like GeoVision 2000. GeoVision project in US is just also a very big project that is developing the geothermal heating in US, and this is a key learning from us as well. So we also gone through these studies and what are the tools they are using, and we also use some of the ideas for our developments. In China itself, they are also emphasizing on their 13th five-year plan to develop geothermal heating in their systems. In Europe also there are many countries, they are also moving towards the geothermal energy. Mostly, if you see the Iceland, they have 80% of geothermal heating in the heating sector. And similarly, Denmark has 60% of their district heating, not only from geothermal, but it's from the biomass as well. And other countries like Romania, Austria, France, Italy, and Bulgaria is also thinking of using the geothermal as their heating systems. And in Ireland, if you see, this is the very lowest, as I said, in the heating sector. So a lot of potential is available in Ireland for the geothermal heating system. So Geological Survey of Ireland, along with the Ministry of Environment, they are just finding the different location. This project is also part of that big project, and the technical things were studied by different groups in this project. So this is also we can finding some locations already, and we are in the process of that. Just the negotiating with local agencies and city councils and different locations. So this is the heat map of Ireland that has been already done by Geological Survey of Ireland. They have identified that which is the best, what is the heat locations at different depths, and where is the best location for the development of the geothermal district heating, or at the local heating as well, not only for the district heating, but at the different locations. And the first one is, you can see here, this is at 2 kilometer depth. This is at a 5 kilometer depth. Similarly, we have also go for some business case studies worldwide, and different case studies at how this works, because geothermal is not a standalone system, because there are many stakeholders are involved in that. So we need to talk to them, and very many clearance we need for the development of the district heating systems for geothermal. So we go for different business models, business case studies, and we just try to develop our own business case studies in this study as well. So generally, we have taken many studies. Just like I said, this is a US study, GeoVision study. That in that study, the government is not involved in the exploration and assessment. So exploration and assessment risk is assumed by the developers, those who are involved in the drilling systems of the borehole, and what is the size, and what is the depth, and how the population can be managed with that, because boreholing can have too much noise, and this can also be managed with that. So this is also the kind of things that we are considering in the business studies in our case study in Ireland as well. So as of now, we can see that there is many case studies or many developments of geothermal is going on in Europe, around 136, and throughout the Europe, it is 164 case studies are already ongoing. And also we can see that what is the regulations. The regulations in our study is going through with a policy division in the ministry. So they are also working on that, and they are developing the different policy structures for that. So in my case study, I am using MCDA, means multi-criteria analysis, and GIS to find the best locations and what will be the impact, means what is the locations and what is the environmental impact or social impact will be for the particular location. And on the basis of this study, you can find the best locations to develop this one. So after that, we can talk to many stakeholders, and then we can go for the development of these district heating areas. So for the multi-criteria analysis, I have considered this mainly four criteria. This is economic, technology, sustainability or environmental criteria, and social criteria. And there are many sub criteria that is also considered on that. And we go for by considering all these criteria, we go for the infrastructure mapping, that what is the locations, how the infrastructure is available, how the transport system is there, or how the means what type of roads or what type of transportation we require on that particular locations. So by considering all these criteria, and we can develop here a multi-criteria analysis by giving the weight to the different criteria. If there is economics is more important than environment or social at a particular locations. So we can just play with the different weightage systems, and this weightage is just calculated from different stakeholder opinions taken by GSI already. So I am using their survey, and I am using in this modeling framework. So this multi-criteria analysis will be developed on that. Basically, I am using the analytical hierarchy process. This is a this can compare two alternatives, and it can select the best one, which was the best one solutions. So I am also considering some restricted areas, because space is already available, but this is not environmentally or socially possible to develop that district heating area on that particular locations. So we are also considering some restrictions, and for that restrictions, we are also talking about different stakeholders, mainly the city councils, because they are responsible for the development of the infrastructure in the particular areas in Ireland. Then we are also selecting here the optimal location. This is I am using ArcGIS software for location of the different developments, and I am using here, this is a location function of the ArcGIS to find the size of the locations, that what is the requirement in the particular area, means heating requirements, what is the demand for the heating energy, and what is the size. So this location correlation function, this is actually a kind of optimization function, and this can give the exact location and exact size at a particular location that we need for the development. So because if the requirement is only for some terawatt hours, and we develop big systems, so this is the our heating energy will be lost something. So this is kind of optimization, that we can only generate that amount of energy, and this can be supplied to the areas we are considering. 5 minutes. Thank you. So this is the mathematical function that I am talking about, the optimization that can optimize the locations through this is a maximization of the location and minimization of the area, what area we need and what is the optimum size of these particular locations. So this is the flow chart of this one, because from the data point of view, we have collected all these data inputs. Then we go for the selection of the criteria and sub criteria what we need for this development. Then this can be mapped through the GIS, and after that we give the ranking, because in a particular area there may be more than one locations, so these locations can be prioritized, that which location we need first to develop these district heating areas. Then the weighting criteria, weight of the different criteria by using the AHP, and we can develop the suitability map, that what is the best suitable location, and then we can find the optimum size of this location. So this is basically the flow chart of the work. By using this flow chart, we have developed these 4 areas in Ireland. Basically, the different locations. This is Tullamore, Talgate, and Cork and Carlow. This is the 4 locations, but as I said, we are interested in 10 locations. So other 6 locations we are actually talking, and we are going to develop for this other 6 locations as well. So there are 10 locations we want to develop the district heating systems by using the geothermal energy. So this is in my work, there is mostly the literature review and business case studies, and developing this MCD, MCI, GIS modeling work for the best locations. And in the future, we are going to for the more locations, and also we are considering the environmental impact assessments, that what is the environmental impact for the particular area, what is the effect on that. So we can also go for the different locations and different study in the future as well. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. So we're open for questions for both of these, please.
Could you elaborate on the location allocation function? Is that simply used to find the demand and resources?
Actually, this is a kind of what is the particular location we are locating through the GIS, and then this is a function already in the ArcGIS function. So you have to give the requirement. So you have to know what is the requirement in the particular area you want to develop. So you have to give the demand actually. So demand function can be given on the model, and this can allocate and give the optimize the things according to the, like if you want to select one area, so you can give here, just like if you see I have given one here S say is equal to 1 means I am selecting one area. But if you are interested in 2 or 3 areas, you have to give here 2 and 3, and according to the demand it can give that this location is the most suitable, this is the second location, this is the third location, kind of things. Yeah.
Thank you. So I'll entertain one more quick question if there is one, please.
Thanks a lot for your presentation. I was just, maybe I missed it during the presentation. I was wondering why is there a limit on like 10, choosing only 10 sites for this project? And is there a plan to do a techno-economic assessment and compare it with other heating technologies, especially like heat pumps?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, 10 location initially we have for the sample size, you can say. This is a sample locations. So we will develop 10. If it is successful, then we can go for more locations as well. Second thing, the techno-economic study is also the part of this study. This is only the location study, that we are optimizing the locations. Then we can see if this size of development, district heating development, is more competitive to other renewables and other kind of supplies. No? So we can also go for the optimization of techno-economic studies as well. Yeah, after this one.
Thanks. So let's thank our speaker again. Our next speaker is Remo Sheppy.
And his title is Thermochemical Fuel Production from Sunlight and Air. So the time for the speech, for the talk will also include the question and answer time.